And then coming back out, you hear a third energetic voice bouncing around arm in arm with both Marion and Mr. Lavorre. You see a blue tiefling, about 5 feet, 3 inches tall, blue hair, pretty green dress, dark blue freckles. She wears a belt with a symbol of an open doorway leading down a path on her waist. She has flowers and ribbons tied into her hair and around her horns. And she's like, and you're never going to believe it, Mama. The things that we had to do, giant kraken thing, almost, not quite the size. I mean, that might have been a little bit bigger than the one that sank the ball eater. But anyway, it was just the most insane thing that ever happened. Oh, are these our friends, our new guests? And she's like, yes. This is one of your father's business meetings, essentially. You don't have to call it a business meeting. So just act a bit more formal. Formal. Perfect. I got it. And she comes on down. Welcome to the lavish chateau. You've probably already done that. So I understand that you need my help, and you have agreed to do a thing for my dad, so I'm gonna help you. You could always... Jester, it's... If you're going to give them something, and they're going to do something for you, then usually you want to wait until after they do it. Otherwise, they could just run off and not do it at all. But
we wouldn't do that.
Said that they're heroes, right? And so they're going to do the heroing thing?
That's the plan.
All right,
There's a
then.
little girl at stake, yeah.
All right, then yeah, you're obviously going to need to be healed, so who's got the ouchie that they need me to fix? And she holds her hands up, and they start glowing.
Roz has the ouchie.
This eerie
Roz
green
puts her
color.
hand up, a little bit confused.
All right, what is it that we're doing?
Can you fix this? She shows her shoulder.
She kind of walks up and inspects it a little bit. Let's see. Okay, well, I mean, like, you're not hurt, right? This looks like it's a pretty old wound that is kind of a little past the normal sort of healing stuff.
Yeah, I can't grip my sword with my left hand anymore.
All right, yeah, no, I don't think that I have a spell that can reverse a wound as old as that on me right now, but if you give me a second to go talk to the Traveler, I'm sure he can probably whip something up for me.
The who?
All right, just give me a minute, I'll be right back. And she just kind of, like, walks over to the corner.
Roz looks at the rest of the group like, there's that, like... Am I gonna let this person cast magic on me?
Do I
It must be.
Traveler is?
It must be a deity of some kind.
You do not.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure.
So she
gives
seems to
two
be
thumbs up.
having a conversation with herself, and you look over to Marion. Don't worry, she does this sort of thing all the time.
Hey, I do
Maria
that
showed me a
too.
ton, but okay.
And
Hey,
she
I do it too, and
mean-
I'm cool.
I mean, Roz actually looks like, yeah, I do that a lot too, actually. Never mind, it's fine.
Yeah,
Yep.
you all talked.
All right, so she comes back and goes, okay, Artie says that he can help. He's going to teach me something new. So one moment, please. I need a parchment and a quill. Papa, can you get that for me?
I can get it back.
Oh, it seems she has one for you. All right, then. So she takes it and starts, like, kind of scribbling some stuff down. Looks at it. All right, give me 1 second. And she puts the paper down on the ground and kind of runs over to the bar for a moment. See her kind of mingling through some stuff. All right, almost ready. And then she goes running upstairs, and everyone's just kind of sitting around staring oddly. Did anyone want to take a look at the paper while you're waiting?
I will.
Yeah.
What's
All right.
on it?
So on the parchment, it mentions a prayer wheel and some holy water. You also see a small little dick has been drawn on it and some other illegible words and instructions.
Oh.
We've got someone more unhinged than our group. This is amazing.
I can already hear my father reprimand people for doing such things in the church.
Roz nods to you. Actually, I can too.
Wait, can I draw on it?
Sure. What do you want to draw on?
I'm gonna put a hat on the dick.
Okay, fair enough.
It's a top hat.
A few minutes later, she comes back out on the stairs. All right, everything is ready. Come on up to my room.
Very well.
Let's
done,
go.
Okay.
everybody,
We
or
all
just
go up?
Roz?
Mary and Mr. Lavorre kind of step aside. Go on, and good luck.
Does
Thank
she need the
you.
paper?
Yeah, we'll bring the paper with just in case.
I don't know.
Okay.
So,
I'm feeling less certain about this by the minute.
yep. So you head on
Figure this out.
upstairs and follow her down the hall and into a room that looks gorgeous, beautiful room, but definitely looks like a child lives here. There are drawings all across the wall, and sort of from the left all the way around to the right into sort of this mural. You can kind of track not just the age progression, but like the skill of the artistry as it gets from one side over to the other. You see battles at sea. There's the sort of main centerpiece is this large, ornate, almost sort of natural door that has been carved into a tree, and there's a figure depicted on it that is just this mysterious, cloaked man in a green hood with yellow glowing eyes. You see the adventures of some group, a small sort of halfling. You see a orc with a sort of ship captain's hat wielding a falchion, a human wizard wreathed in flames, a tiefling, a furbolg, just all sorts of stuff, and tons of books everywhere. And as you come in, she has a door open on the other side. Goes, all right, some things might happen. Hopefully it doesn't get too loud. If I woke you, I'm sorry, but just go back to bed. Everything's going to be fine. And she shuts the door again and turns back around. All right, I'm going to
You
warn
remind me so much of my sister.
you. That
Which one?
is a good thing.
Yeah, Ari's interesting.
Interesting is good. All right, so this might be, or it might seem, a little unconventional, but I'm going to need you to just trust me, okay?
Yeah, trust is what I do.
All right. She pats the bed beside her.
Roz will go over and sit down.
All right. So the spell calls for a prayer wheel. But we don't really do prayer wheels with the traveler. So, and she wraps her hand around something. Just hold on to this, please.
What am I holding
is
on
that?
to?
It is a carved wooden phallic symbol that has been painted green. Can you pull your shirt down a little bit so I can get to the area in question?
My mother always warned me that this would happen one day. And she slides down the side of her tank top.
She picks up from the bedside table a cupcake, wipes some of the frosting off of it, and fills the scarred sort of wound with it. She then takes a bite. Oh, sorry, did you want some? And she offers you a bite.
Aw. I want a cupcake.
Roz will take a bite.
Okay. Don't worry, I have a few more. And she opens the drawer and passes out a few stale cupcakes to everybody.
How do they stay for? Oh, they're not.
Oh, you are.
They're not super fresh.
Oh, you are just like Ari.
She then takes out a bottle of whiskey that she brought up from the bar and kind of pours a cap full and kind of adds that into sort of the frosting bit there, and starts to chant for about a minute, something you can't really hear under her breath. And during this, you actually begin to taste the sweetness of frosting sort of in the back of your mouth. And you also feel that slight sort of sting and burn of whiskey. But as you watch your shoulder, you see that the frosting in the whiskey is starting to sort of melt away and be replaced now with flesh and sinew. And as it completes and Jester looks up, she goes, "Hey, that actually worked out pretty well." And she kind of pokes it. How does that feel? And
How
what
does it feel?
normally would have been painful, it
Agonizing.
doesn't now. But every time she pokes it, you do get that aftertaste of sort of the sweetness of a cupcake followed by the burn of whiskey in the back of your throat.
That's gonna make hugs interesting.
I mean, there could be worse side effects.
That's true.
That's true.
Can we test it?
Rosalind, you gain a
Yeah.
+1 bonus to your strength modifier. Sorry, to your strength score, not the modifier, to the score.
Not the modifier.
Technically,
really
if that makes it even,
Well, I mean,
it
that
would
puts me
be to
from
your
17
modifier
to
as
18,
well.
so that's good news.
All right.
Oops, I did not want to roll that. Yeah, Roz, hold up. I'm just gonna change this real quick. How do I add a bonus? We go like this, and then we go
Go to your.
abilities, and then we add a +1 bonus.
I think
Other modifier to strength, +1. And then we go that way, that way, that way. View character sheet. Yeah. All right. So Roz kind of is staring in disbelief. There was definitely a part of her that did not think that was going to work.
Oh, I can take
Mainly
that
after
from you
she held
now.
the dick. in
Yeah,
her
she
hand.
takes the dick away from you and opens up a drawer and tosses it in.
Oh, you left your paper downstairs.
Oh, thank you. I don't really need dick hat. Need that anymore. Here, do you want to keep it as like a souvenir or something?
Sure, why not?
give it to her. Yeah, I'm not putting it in the inventory.
Well, I guess I'd have to go down and get my sword to practice with it, but see if it worked. But
Oh,
It
you
feels-
confused mine.
what?
I summon my sword.
All right. Well, not in here. Let's go back down into like the main room or something. There's way more room down there.
Agreed.
Fair enough.
More
Yeah,
expensive
Hermia, isn't-
stuff to stab too.
Isn't your sword impossibly heavy to lift?
I mean, I can ask him nicely if he'll, be cool.
Fair enough.
All right. So as you are heading back down into the main room, Marin has come back up, and as they pass, Jester goes, "Could you go check on the kiddos for me? I need to make sure that they didn't wake them up too much. We were a little bit loud in there." And she's like, "Of course." And she continues on back as you head back downstairs where Mr. Lavorre is waiting.